Hello again, everyone. It's David DaCosta. I'm your local realtor, working primarily in the North County, Carlsbad area of San Diego with Harcourts International. And my guest today is Tasha Jackson. Tasha
Hi.
is a longtime friend. Hi, Tasha. And we'll jump right in and kick it off. So, Tasha, it's been a while since we connected. Tell these folks on the park bench about your business.
Sure. So what I do is small business consultation services. So if for the most part, if you have a small business, then I can provide support for graphic design, websites, some basic IT things, marketing, really anything that a business needs. And
How about
so,
logos? Do you do logos?
yeah, I do logos too.
Great, great. I see a lot of requests for that.
Yeah. So I do logos too. And just really anything, but then I also work with people that, maybe they don't have an idea of what it is that they want to do, or I have this idea, or I want to start my business, but I'm really not sure what it is that I want to do. Can you help me get started? I help with those folks too.
Awesome. So, real quick, what is the name of your business and what made you decide to start the small business?
Sure. So, naturally inspired media is a conglomeration of all of the experiences that I've had on my entrepreneurial journey. So, I met David back in 2020 when I first was, out on my journey here. And, I started out with purchasing a magazine, and then I did an MLM, and then there was a franchise thing that happened, and then I was, corporate executive, all of these different types of things. And so, I didn't know where I was going to land essentially because I knew that I needed to make a transition into the entrepreneurial world, but I didn't know how.
Until I gotta say this, until you became naturally inspired to do this.
Yeah,
Got it.
exactly. Exactly.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
so and so through the process of trying to figure out, okay, what type of entrepreneur do I want to be? Because there are different types and everyone is good at the thing that they're good at, right? There are different avenues that you can go down, but I didn't know what was going to be for me. And so as I was going through this process, um, and going through the journey, it just was basically like, okay, well, I've had all these things. So why don't I just open a business doing all the things that I've done and teaching other people how to do it too? So I was naturally inspired by all of the fantastic people that I met on my journey, including you. You were one of my mentors. The people that I was looking at and watching all the time, even whenever you thought I wasn't watching, I was watching.
You were stalking me, huh? All right.
That's right.
So what has surprised? Here's my go-to question. I ask it every
Okay.
interview. What's been your biggest surprise since going into business?
What my biggest surprise has been for me personally is how much enjoyment I would get from doing the business consultations and working one on one with people. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to have a business where I service all of San Diego, or I'm going to have a business where I'm servicing all of California, or, and I live in Arizona, I work remotely now, right? But it has been this, you know, I thought I was going to enjoy this one thing, but really it's just been that one on one interaction. But that's because I'm still an educator in my heart. So, I was a teacher previously for 15
Aha.
years.
Once
And
a
then
teacher, always
moving,
a teacher, right?
that's right. And so teaching people how to run a business. And what about like the special thing about me is that I'm not just doing the graphic design for you. It's let's work together to build something that really is a representation of who you are, but also that I like to teach the people how to do the things because as a small business owner, as you need to know how to do all the things.
So what are people telling you? What are your customers telling you that they like most about your business, naturally inspired?
I spend a lot of time to get to know my clients before I work with them because, again, our businesses are an extension of ourselves. And so, in order for me to, consult accurately on the marketing or for me to really dial in on the graphic design, I really need to know my customers very intimately. So for example, one of my clients is a neon artist. So many of the marketing things and the graphic design that I create has lots of neon in it. And so I think it's that personalization within the consultation experience that my clients like most about what it is that I do and how I add that kind of extra support to what it is that they're trying to achieve in their life.
Interesting. Very cool. I like that. The neon expert. Now, this sounds real busy. Do you have time for any hobbies? What else do you do besides work?
I spend a lot of time with my kids. So I like to take road trips. I like to travel. I like to be out of the house and doing things. And so we're almost always in the outdoor world, hiking, going to the park, taking walks, finding new parks to go to, stuff like that.
Well,
So
good. Well, we got to
yeah,
get you back over here to Carlsbad real soon.
I
And
know.
before we wrap up, because I know you're tight on time, what, how do customers or would-be customers contact you? What's your website or?
Sure. So my website is naturallyinspiredmedia.com, but you can also reach me through my Gmail, which is naturallyinspiredmedia@gmail.com.
Okay, and is there a best phone number as well?
Sure. It's 760-456-7905.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time on the park bench with us, Tasha.
Thank
I look forward to
you.
seeing you soon. And this will be posted the next couple of days. So by October 15th or 14th, somewhere around there, we'll look for it, parkbench.com/Carlsbad. Thank you all.